welcome back to my channel Joy in Life. My name is Doris, and if this is your first time seeing my video, welcome. And today I'm going to open this set, and I will unbox it with you, and then I will do some swatches. So this is Rubens 24 tube 8mm set. So it's an artist grade watercolor if you haven't heard about them, and this set is from Zhao Nong. Zhao Nong is a Chinese watercolor artist, and he does also other kind of artwork as well, and I'm going to link his website down below so you can look at it. Although it is in Chinese, but I believe you can translate it with a Google Translator. So the lighting for now is not so good because I don't want you to see all the light rains and all that stuff, but after I open it I will change the lighting a little bit. So let's open this together because the reflection is terrible when the light is shining on it. So let's see. So last time, if you haven't seen my video on the New East set, so that is another set, and this one is a blue one, and that one is a pink with a pink box. If you haven't seen that video, I am going to link it up here, and you can click and see it later on. But when I opened that one, the palette was really dusty, and when I try to clean it, like the tissue I used was all black. So you see how dusty it was. So hopefully this set will be a little bit better. Okay, so let's see. Going to open this and we'll see. Ta-da! Wow. So not a good sign because it seems to be pretty dusty already, even for the tubes. So let's see. So let me try to open it. Okay. Alright, as promised, let me move the lighting a little bit so then you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay. So let's open the box to see. This is much cleaner than the other one, although it is still really dusty. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how black it is, how dark it is. The palette itself seems to be fine, and this one is for you to take it up, so you can have more mixing areas if needed, or you can simply leave it in there and use it like that. So let me first clean it a little bit before we start. So I don't know. I don't know why it's every set is so dirty with so much dust. You know, I don't know if I can imagine. I guess, you know, I know that the pollution in China is pretty serious, and sometimes there may be like a little bit more dust than other places, but I didn't expect to open like a brand new set with all this dust. But this set is much better than the other one, so hopefully I don't really have to spend that much time cleaning it at all. That is not part of my plan to clean the palette with, you know, in the video. But anyway, so basically Paul Rubens is a pretty popular brand to be used in Asian countries and also in China, and it's artist grade paint. So it seems to be pretty light fast. That is like what people say about it. I haven't really used them at all, so I haven't used any of their color at all before, so I'm not sure you know, about that yet. But last time when I swatched that set, I pretty much, I like the colors. I like the color selection. I think it is pretty good. It doesn't seem as pigment as the Mission Gold, but I don't know. I have to really use it before I say anything. So that was just the first impression. Alright, so today I'm going to set this palette up with you, and then going to do some swatch together. So the last set, the paint was okay and it was not dusty, and this set, it seems like even the paint were really dusty, so I don't know what happened there. So and at the end of the video, I am going to list all the colors on the swatch, just like the last video I did. And what I will also do is to compare the two sets. And you will be able to see it because I will be uploading the swatch on my website, and you will be able to see and compare all the colors you have for both sets to see if they have a lot of repetitions or they have really different colors. So I've heard that this set is not as so-called like practical if this is your first set of watercolor, and I'm not sure yet because I haven't really like seen it myself. I'm just looking at it today, but I went online and did some research before I ordered, and I find that that is basically because of Joe Long's painting style. You see that his painting style is more grayish, and the color he chose was a little bit different than the usual colors, and that is why. But I really appreciate his painting style though. If you look at the painting from the website, it's amazing. It's amazing. So maybe you want to learn from him and, you know, try to imitate some of the styles, and this may be the set for you. So yeah, it is pretty interesting, pretty nice. So I am going to speed the video up so you don't have to watch me setting up the palette, and you can enjoy some music. So overall, I feel like the value is there because this set is pretty inexpensive, and it even comes with the palette, and the palette itself is really good setup. And even if you don't like the paint as much, you know, at the end, even if you change it to another palette, I think it's worth the money. So let's see. And other people really, I saw some other comments on Amazon, and they said that they don't like this set as much because the colors are not as practical as you see. All those really grayish color, and not a lot of people may use like all of those color. But to me, I feel like it is a very interesting paint set for me, just because I have some primary sets already. And this one is quite different. So if I can, you know, if I have a set already, I may get this set over the other set, just because that one, the color, the Liu Yi's set, that is the pink set on Amazon, is a little bit different. So now let me see if I made a mistake. Because, oh, okay, yeah, I still have 6 tubes, so I thought each was 5. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense because, you know, it has 24 colors, but I thought it was 5, and I'm like, oh, I have one more. Where should this go? And for this one, I didn't talk about that last time, and I feel like it's you know, if you are bringing the set somewhere, or even if you just use it at home, this can be a place for either water or for like a small pink brush. The pink itself feels pretty fresh, just like the other one. And the other one, there was only one. Oh, I forgot to mention it in the other video. There was only one that I find that the binder was actually you know, not really mixing really well with the paint, because I squeeze some binder out first before I could squeeze some paint out, but it's not serious at all. Like, it's just a tiny bit of it, and that is to be expected for a lot of sets, but I don't know, so that's not bad at all, and that's just one that I see that problem. But for this set, I haven't seen any like that so far. So they do have the color on the set, and you see there are a lot of gray colors in this set, which, you know, some people may find it useful. If you use it a lot, then, you know, you don't have to mix your own, and you can use the same color if you are you know, continuing with your painting, or you don't mix enough, you know, so that may be helpful. But otherwise, people may say that, oh, I can definitely like use some other black to just mix it. Just eyeballing and just from my memory, I don't think the two sets have a lot of similar ones. I don't know if the white is the same, or, you know, some of those may be the same, but not a lot of repetitions from what I remember, so don't quote me on that. Let's see. So I'm going to take away the set. I'll just put the palette here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to use the same exact watercolor paper that I used last time for the other set, so then it will be easier for us to compare and look at the differences. And last time I showed you guys, like when I did the other video, which I'm going to link up there, I have, you know, told you what is set on here. Basically, it just tells you a little bit about the background of the company and how they are doing their colors. So this is the entire set, and there will be, if you get the entire set, there will be over 100 different colors. So let's start. So I want to talk about this color, and that's why I start talking again. And look at this. This color is really pretty. I don't know if you can see it from the video, from the camera. It's actually more like a really dark violet, or almost like maybe an indigo kind of color. I don't know what it is yet, and I'll find out later and let you know. I'll write the name next to it, but I really like the color. It is pretty interesting. And I would say sometimes the violet color or indigo, like those colors are, if indigo, you know, you need the color itself, right? But even for violet, sometimes it's really hard to mix depending on what blue and what red you have in the set. You may or may not be able to mix certain color. So I really, I actually I like this set. It may not be the same opinion as a lot of people online or you know, on Amazon, but I feel like this color is really unique. And I have to talk a little bit about the different uses of color in the Asian countries as well, because first of all, their watercolor tend to be a little bit more opaque, especially like, for example, Mission Gold, the Korean ones, they are more opaque, and even the Japanese ones, sometimes they are. Of course, like it depends on the color and depends on which set and which brand, but overall they are more opaque than the ones in the US. But this one is very interesting. Paul Rubens, I don't see it as too opaque. It seems to be pretty transparent to me, but at the same time, it's not as pigmented as Mission Gold. That's my first impression. I don't know if it's a fair judgment or not, but it seems like that is my impression when I do the swatch. And in Asian countries, their use of color is a little bit different than the ones in the European countries or in the US. You can see they use this type of color much more. They use those type of colors, or even the gray color, much more than the American or the European artists. So that is a very interesting contrast. And that is why if you get a set from the Asian companies, the color selection may be a little bit different sometimes. But Mission Gold, I find it not like this. I feel like the Japanese color choice for some sets, and sometimes may not be even watercolor, it could be pencil set, color pencil set, they tend to have a little bit different kind of green, for example, than what we usually have in the set. So their choice of color is a little bit different just because of the cultural difference. But overall, I feel like it flows pretty well, and I like the fact that you can, it will flow, because some watercolor you see they are really pigmented and they don't flow, and that is something that I don't like, because if you use a lot of wet in wet, you don't want them to just like sit on the paper. You want it to have like some interesting effects. So I'm just playing around with it right now. Okay, I'm going to speed up the video again, and I'll talk to you more after I'm done. Okay, I'm all done with the swatches. So let's compare the two sets and see what you think about it. So as you can see, the colors are pretty different. I feel like even if there are some similar one, like those two are pretty similar. I don't know if they are the same one. Those two may be a little bit similar. So I don't know how much they overlap, and you would know later on. I'm going to have the caption here, so you'll be able to see it. But anyway, I want to talk about this set because I feel like if you ask me if I'm going to recommend it, if you do have pink sets that are with the basic colors already, then I may recommend this set to you instead of the Liu East set. So this is the pink set, this is the blue set. Because this one has more interesting colors, and if you want to learn the Asian painting styles, or you want to try their colors, so I definitely would recommend this set instead. And if you don't have any watercolor set to begin with and you want to get a Paul Rubens set to start, then the Liu East set is more for you because they have more primary colors. And for example, ultramarine blue is pretty common and pretty useful, and they have like pretty primary color, more primary color in this set than in I would say the pink set than the blue set. So that is my first impression. So I can see that the color payoff is not bad, but and it's not chalky at all. So it's definitely like not some kind of cheap paints. Although their price range may be a little bit cheaper than the American ones, but it is not bad quality. But in terms of the pigments, I don't know if they are as pigmented as Mission Gold, but at the same time, if you're getting Mission Gold, you have to keep in mind that some of their colors are more opaque, and this one seems to be all really pretty transparent when I look at it, because some of the white still show from here. So I'm going to probably scan this on my website, and later on when I have time, if you follow my videos for a while, you know that I do watercolor cards. So I actually have some of those here. So what I am going to do is there's something for 2021 I have to do is to scan all my sets on my website so you can look at it. This is the Turner ones. So I have so many different sets, and you know, for me to reveal and also for me to use. And so I am going to make those kind of cards so you can see if they are transparent or not, and there are a lot more information here. If I can find that light fast information like this. I don't know what system they use. I've heard that they are pretty light fast, but I don't know the details yet. I am going to put it on the card later on, and so you will have it. I will have a link to my website down below, and so eventually you will get it there. But for now, I'm going to scan this one so that at least you can have a a more detailed look into it. You can enlarge it or whatever. So and I'm not as used to tube paint. Usually I use the half pans, and even if I get the tube sets like the Senenier, I get some tube sets before as well. I usually simply put it in a half pan until it dries, then I use it. Same as the Turner, I got the tube set, but I use it that way. So oops, something dropped, and that was probably why you see it's a little bit more watery, not as pigmented here. So don't judge it just based on this one, but you can see the texture here, and it will give you some idea. So I am going to do those cards later on, probably at the beginning of 2021, the first few days in January, and I'm going to upload those onto my website. So this is the swatch that is finished, and so you can see the information there as well, and I will have the link down below to my website, and I have uploaded to my website as well, so you can look at the two sets, and if you like the swatches of them. Overall, I really like the color selection on this set. It's just because they are more unique. Yes, they are more grayish, and that may not be something that you usually would use, but because you can see my painting is more moody and is actually a little bit grayish by itself. So I think it really fits the mood. But when I was choosing the reference photo, I was not even thinking about that, but it's just like something that I like to paint. Sometimes I like to paint the snow, I like to paint sceneries that is a little bit moody sometimes, and so it really depends on what you paint, but this set can be really useful for some people. Actually, I did this painting before, Liu Yi this painting. I mean, the painting with Louis set. And I actually wanted to grab some of the grays in this set because it's so ready to be used. To use on that painting, but I refrained myself because, you know, I really want one painting with one set of color, and so I didn't do that. But as you can see, you know, it can be useful, so I would recommend it. So if you like this kind of video, I do a lot of art reviews, art supply reviews, and things like that. So if you like my video, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and give me some comments. Let me know if what kind of art material you want me to reveal, or if you're interested in learning more about certain things, let me know. Maybe I have that set, maybe I can tell you a little bit more, and I'm going to help you out. If you have any questions, if you have questions about those two sets or about those two artists, I will try to find the information for you, because I know it's hard when you are using Google Translator. So just let me know. So thank you for watching, thank you for your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.